Hey guys, it's Jack, and welcome back to another Pinbox Jack video. Today is the February edition of Wishing for Wishables. Series I'm still running with that as the title. And today's, I think, is a very, very obvious missed opportunity from Disney. I think, a lot of them were based on rides. And I mentioned this in the last one, which, Baymax was missing as a character in the Wishables. I think it would have been made a very easy sell of a Wishable. Today's is another similar one that we technically had a character from. And that was, today's today's topic is Journey into Imagination. And I'm drawing on a lot of different sources for this one because I realised that there's if you take the current iteration, there are two characters in Journey into Imagination. We'll get on to them. But I'm drawing on not just the old versions of the ride, but I'm actually drawing on the comics as well. There was a comic version of... Have I got them there somewhere? I thought I had some on my bookshelf. I can't see them. They might be hidden away somewhere. No, I can't be bothered finding them at this point. But let's start off with character number one, which is the very classic character. This is the open edition character, and that is Dreamcatcher. Very, very classic character, very old character now from the old versions of Journey to Imagination. And one that I think is much beloved by fans, and I think would have been made a very nice, easy choice. Obviously, this is my series now, so I can do what I want with these Wishables. I can just pick anybody I want. But I'm trying to theme them around, rides and stuff the way that the parks did. Although I'm going to throw in a few movies and things as well, as you might have noticed in my last one, which is Big Hero 6. But I want to move on now to our first mystery character. And again, this is the really, really obvious one. We technically had a version of this character. And that is Figment. And I think, again, I've got to remind people at this point, stars in their eyes, it's, got to be done. Figment we had as an actual Wishable that was released by Disney. But it was a topiary one. It was for was it Flower and Garden Festival a couple of years ago? So we never actually got an actual proper purple, actual purple and orangey Figment dragon character. And so I think that the Wishing for Wishables thing would have been quite cool. I think the actual Wishable character of Figment would have been a quite cool one to have. I think that this was the problem with Journey into Imagination as a ride, which was there was only, two characters you could really pick from the current version. So it'd be difficult to make a set out, which is why I've had to include characters from the comics because otherwise you end up with really weird specific things. But the chaser for this is Figment again. But he's wearing his jumper. He occasionally wears a yellow and red jumper, and he's wearing it there. There's not much more to say. It is Figment in a jumper. What's not to like? So the next character I'm going to introduce is it's the other character from the ride. Really, it is Dr. Nigel Channing, played by the incredible Eric Idle, who I adore. I'm British. I've grown up with a lot of the comedy of the Monty Pythons. I'm actually wearing Monty Python Dead Parrot socks today. There were some socks they did some socks I found a few years ago, and they are all based on the Monty Python ones. I've got quite a few. I've got Ministry of Silly Walks and the Holy Grail, and I now have Dead Parrot as well. But I think Dr. Channing was the obvious choice given that he is the current character on the ride. So we've had Dreamcatcher, we've had Dr. Channing, we've had Figment. Who is next? It's a character from the comics. It is Chimera, I think it's called. It's a Chimera, I think. The Chimera. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I think it's Chimera or Chimera. Chimera. Who knows? This is one of the characters from the Disney Kingdoms comic series when they did Enchanted Tiki Room, Big Thunder Mountain, Haunted Mansion, and Figment, they did 2 Figment series, and Museum of the Weird as well. And this is the one of the characters that was from that was working with Figment and Dreamcatcher. And I liked this character. I think Chimera was a good choice. I think a cute character would sell quite well, I think. And the last one, this is another reference to the classic version, and that is Dreamcatcher's Dream Machine. This took me forever to draw. This was a really difficult design because obviously it's lots of different components and things. But I really like this because I think, you know, obviously a lot of them have ride vehicles and things, and I thought the ride vehicles was a bit boring for this ride. So I threw in the Dream Machine to sort of spice things up a little bit. You know, it's not always characters, it can sometimes be things from the ride. And I think the Dream Machine works really, really well. But that is the end of this set. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought of this set. Subscribe if you're new. We are trying to hit 100 subscribers by the time my channel hits a year old, which is in May. So any help there would be really appreciated, guys. Comment down below what Wishables series you'd like to see that Disney never made. Check out my previous videos here and here, and subscribe right here. Not in my mouth, don't subscribe in my mouth. But I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will talk to you all next time.